day of my first convention. I'm so excited. But I'm super nervous. I just went to the bank to get some change. It's Sunday, so it's closed, so I had to get it from the vending machine. Not vending machine. The ATM. And I am by Mariano, so I went to get some breakfast. I got sushi for breakfast, and then I got a salad for later to eat at the convention. So yeah, I'm so excited. I'm just gonna get Starbucks, and then I'm gonna start heading out to the hall. Hi everybody, so I am back now from my first Artist Alley. I didn't record too much because I was too shy. I was not necessarily too shy to record the events, but too shy because I felt bad recording people's faces, and I didn't know if they wanted to do, for me to do that and stuff. I don't know, it just felt very weird. So I didn't really do it. So I only tried to do my table, try not to get people in the shot, but I did anyway. So I don't know. Next time I'll try and record more or more angles or something like that. But it's actually been a couple days now, and it's been great. I'm so excited. I loved it. It was such a good experience. I learned so much. One of the biggest things was I was so glad that I watched so many Artist Alley vlogs. I learned so much, and all those tips I took from the Artist Alley vlogs that I have seen, I took with me, and I'm so glad I did. I took this notebook. I didn't have a plan on how I was going to organize it, so I just kind of did it there. What I did was I put the item, how much the item was, and then what the total of the purchase was, and then any notes that I learned from that purchase, or any suggestions from people that bought my stuff. One of the main things that I need to bring is a highlighter to separate sales, because they kind of blended together and I kind of forgot what people bought and didn't really know where to like it separated. But I do like this chart like thing. The other thing is I also put if they paid with cash or if they paid with credit card. So speaking of credit cards, I'm glad I took the Square. I got the free one, which I got a long time ago. It works great. The thing is, it's for headphone jack, but phones nowadays don't have headphone jacks. So I'm sure if you get a recent one, it'll fit your current phone. I got mine a long time ago when I had, headphone jack. So I had to use an extension to be able to use it, and it worked for the most part, but it did not work like a couple times. One time, like, it wasn't working at all, that I had to do a purchase with Zelle. Luckily the customer was very nice about it and patient, and he's like, it happens, but I felt bad still, so I gave him 2 free pins. But yeah, somebody suggested I should make Eevee, because she loves Eevee, and it's true, a lot of people like Eevee, so I will be working on that, making Eevee pins, buttons, I mean. Get familiar with Square is another note that I have. Very true. Somebody wanted a receipt, and I had already escaped from the sale, and I had no idea how to go back and get a receipt for them. Once they left and I played around with it a bit, I figured out how to do it. But definitely familiarize yourself with the program that you're using before you go to the convention. Even before the convention, my husband bought something through the Square just to see if it works or how it works. So I thought that was a good idea. The other thing is make sure chip is in. I realized the reason why it wasn't working is because the chip part wasn't connected all the way into the connection thing. So in case it doesn't work and you don't realize stuff like that, definitely make Zelle or Venmo an option readily available. I thought I had Venmo, but I didn't, and I had to download it. But I didn't want the guests to wait, so I had to do Zelle, and it was just a whole mess. But like I said, that guy was really nice. The other issue I ran across was I set out my stickers and my bookmarks in front of me, and I had no way of seeing it on my end. So, and I didn't name them or number them or anything, so people were just making up their own names for them, and I couldn't really hear them, and I didn't know what they were talking about, so I had to keep going around my table to see which sticker they were talking about. So definitely I need to improve on that. I need to find a better way of communicating which item they're talking about. Let me see. I brought my own lunch, which I was glad, because I was with myself, so I couldn't really leave the table. And so, oh, and I didn't have water. Definitely bring water. I was starting to feel kind of dizzy, actually. So definitely bring something to drink with you. I just had coffee, and once I finished my coffee, I had nothing. The other thing to bring is, let me see, what else? Can't remember. It sometimes feels like a blur. I did sell prints, which I was excited about, but I'm glad. Well, as far as my prints, I took the big ones, the 11 by 14. I took 5 of each, which I think was a good amount to take. I really didn't think I was going to sell that many, and only one of them almost sold out, so I had plenty. So I think 5 is a good amount for a 1-day event. Maybe even just 3 of each for a 1-day event. For a 3-day event, which I'll have in August, I will only have 5 of the ones that I have now, or the remaining amount of what I have now. And then new prints that I make, I may up it to 6. Maybe I may still just have it at 5, but we'll see. The stickers, I made about 4 or 5 of each as well. That was really good. Didn't run out of any. My pins, I did sell quite a bit of buttons, but none of them sold out, so that was good. 1-day events are kind of iffy because you don't, once you have your slow time, you don't have other days for it to, you know, go through your inventory. So I was really happy with the amount of items that I took. Other than that, I was too scared to leave my table, and like too nervous to leave my table, but other people from their tables were walking around and getting to know the artist, grabbing business cards, and I thought that was really neat. I made a couple of friends there, and a lot of them have tips and just ideas, and some are veterans, some are new. So it was awesome to see the different kinds of people. People were vibing off of different ideas that they had. My mystery bags, one of the vendors that was selling really liked that idea. He liked how he thought it was like a good way to get kind of rid of your stock if you have too much of something. And so yeah, it was really nice. Everybody talked about how their business was going, not like in a bad way, but like, oh, it's pretty slow, or like stuff like that. So it was good to know, like, oh, you're not the only one that's slow. Everyone is slow right now. And people were so nice. A lot of times I wanted to go look around, and the people in front of me offered to watch my table. I said I would take it later, but I never took it because, like I said, I was just too nervous to leave my table. So I didn't take their offer, but maybe next time I will, just to walk around and look at everybody's table. The guests were really nice. Everything was so awesome. I had a wonderful time. But yeah, those would be my tips and tricks that I learned there. The other thing that I did was I got changed beforehand. Honestly, I would have never thought of that if I never watched Artist Ellie vlogs. But I went to get $100 of change, which I think may have been too much. I did need the change, but I had plenty of change for my purchases. And I only had tens and singles, and a lot of my items were priced $5, so I quickly managed to obtain $5 bills. And then let's see, what else? Setting up my table, I did practice setting it up and taking it down. So I found tricks on how to unhook the panels rather quickly, so I had no problem setting it up and taking it down. Oh, one of the other things that I need to work on is pricing. I took like post-it notes that were like, you know, regular post-it note size, and I felt like they looked way too big. Like the prices were like in your face, and it's probably a good thing, but I didn't like how it looked aesthetically. So I think I need to come up with a better way to put the prices. I love how I did my labels. I don't know if I don't think I have any with me right now, but the little, if you saw my video last week, or my last video, you'll see that I made little coffins with the signs that say what the items were. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. I added flowers to the back of my table, and it looked really cute. I thought in the future I'd like to add more decorations around the thing, but for now I really enjoyed how it looked. Um, Throughout the convention, I changed up my table to see what people saw, like were able to see my table more. So for instance, my notepads and my prints, my mini prints, I just had them stacked all together in a little wire baskets. And after a while, I'm like, they can't really see. So if they don't see the first, they don't like the first image, they're not gonna really look for anything else. So I decided to lay out the different designs I had on my table, and people that brought a lot more people to my table. They were like, oh, well, they could see it they could readily see it, what I had. So I thought that was good. I took that into consideration, and I'm going to be doing that for my next table setup. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have. If I think of anything, I'll add it on here later or in my next video. For right now, I have a lot of catching up to do with my Etsy shop, and my YouTube and other things, so I will be working on those, um, along with taking care of more prints that I will be having for the next convention, which is in August. It'll be at Anime Magic, and then in December I have Con Alt Elite, so I'm super excited for those. Hopefully I can have my husband helping me for the Anime Magic, and I think I'm going to be by myself for the Con Alt Elite one. But yeah, I'm so excited. I know I've said that a million times, but I really am. Thank you for watching. I hope I was able to explain everything. I hope you learned something. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.